Hey guys, this is Jose, owner of Refine Painting. Today I'm going to be doing a few final walkthroughs with clients and then obviously some check-ins mid-projects. One of the things, the reason why I wanted to start on this project is because we ended up doing a lot more work than what was expected. So there were some lessons learned there throughout the project, and I wanted to share those with you guys. So come and check out Dan's project with us so you can see before and after. So we are on our Green Lake project here. Zoe reached out to us because she had peeling paint on her deck. It looked horrible. It was completely peeling, and they had just hired a company to come out and do that about a year ago. It's actually a very common thing here in Seattle where painting companies come out, they do decks, and they don't know the correct process and the timing that it takes for you to do a deck. So when it comes to deck staining, one of the things that we do is we make sure that the deck dries completely. We have a wood test kit that we take out every single time we're about to paint anything that is wood, and it's to make sure that the water content isn't high, because if the water content's high, then obviously anything that we put on it is just going to start peeling again. So long story short, we waited for the wood to dry. We went ahead and added a primer to make sure that we prevented peeling as much as possible. Once that's been done, we'll go ahead and add 2 coats of stain, and then we have our finished product. It's gonna last them a lot longer than 2-3 years, which is what they got out of this one. They got 6 months out of it. So it'll get long-lasting deck, and they'll love it, and enjoy the beautiful view that they have here at Green Lake. So yeah, check it out. So on this Green Lake project, Zoe had just installed new shakes, and sometimes one of the best things for you guys to do is just replace siding where it's needed. So this area gets constant sun, we're right next to the lake, so all those factors play a huge difference in how long this siding is going to last. So one of the biggest things that we recommend is if you guys have a budget that allows you guys to do a little bit more renovations, making sure that everything looks a little bit better, we recommend going that route, and that's what they did. They went ahead and replaced siding. We came in, we just painted, and as you can see all the slates completely well, and obviously it's the beauty about new wood. So if you guys are able to, we always recommend obviously removing the old stuff and getting some new wood. It doesn't have to be any of the cement composite stuff nowadays, but your good old cedar shakes are going to last a long time. So yeah, that's what we recommend, and that's what we did on this project.
All right, I don't think YouTube knows who Rachel, Sergio, or any of them are.
Rachel is our office manager, so she takes care of all your guys' phone calls, make sure that all the paperwork and stuff, the back end stuff gets taken care of. Sergio is our project manager. He goes ahead and makes sure that everything is going the right way. So before, during, and after your guys' project. And then Hector is our estimator, so he goes out and estimates your guys' projects to make sure that you guys are getting the right price, and that everything is done correctly. So yeah, that's a little bit more about our team, our small team here at Refine Painting. Yeah.
How'd you meet Rachel, or how'd you find Rachel?
A lot of our hires have been from Indeed, which has been really nice to us. I think Indeed is really great since it allows you to get a pool of applicants, and you're able to just go out there, interview, and figure out what your needs are for the position. So yeah, that's how we found Rachel, through Indeed.
How about Hector?
Hector is actually my brother, so he has a sales background, and obviously he's estimated before. He was in the insulation business before. Oh, nice. So he's really familiar with what to expect on your project, what goes behind the scenes. So that's why we went ahead and onboarded Hector.
Well, Sergio?
Sergio actually worked for quite a bit of companies here in Seattle as a painter. Sergio has a strong background when it comes to painting. Oftentimes, if there's any little final touch-ups that need to be made, you'll see Sergio out on the field doing those touch-ups, and it's because it is truly what he enjoys. Is he loves painting, so he tries to be out there on the field as much as possible. So yeah.
Nice. What's the company culture at Refine Painting?
Company culture is amazing. We believe that everybody doesn't need to have experience. We believe that, we want growth at Refined Painting, so we want people who are wanting to grow, become the best versions of themselves, whether it's educating themselves or investing in themselves, and obviously just someone who wants more. And our company culture is really great. We motivate each other, or if someone needs help with something, we're always willing to help, and it's just to make sure that we're giving a great experience to our clients and the people who go with us when it comes to painting. So we're really, really amazing culture here at Refined Painting.
Nice. As a business owner, where do you see Refined Painting in 5-10 years?
As a business owner, I do think that we are going to be the go-to painting company here in Seattle.
Wow.
And the reason why is because we do really, really great work, and we charge very fair pricing. At the end of the day, we believe that that someone shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for a painting project.
True.
There's a lot of painting companies out there that will charge you an insane amount of money, and not do exactly what they promised they're going to do. So one of the things that we believe in is making sure that we do what's needed, charging for pricing to make sure obviously we're able to help as many people as possible, and get their homes healed up for them and prevent any rotten or just even more damage on their home. So I feel like we're going to be the go-to painting company. We are already seeing a lot of progression in our business. Our first year in business, we already are at over 100 Google reviews for a painting company. I think that's very, very huge and awesome. So we're very, very, very confident in our growth here at Refined Painting.
How's the market for painting companies in Seattle? Is it very competitive, or is it just?
Yeah, I think right now anything that you're in is going to be very competitive. So whether it's like roofing, flooring, siding, painting, whatever, I think there's a lot of competition, which is great for both contractors and great for both homeowners as well. The reason why it's really good for homeowners is because they're able to choose from a list of flooring companies or painting companies or whatever it might be, and decide what option is going to be their best option, whether for what values they're looking for.
Yeah.
For painters, I think there's a lot of competition as well, and it helps us out as well to make sure that we're doing what needs to be done. So we are Are we showing up on time? Are we following up as much as possible? Is our customer happy? So I feel like having that competition helps both us and the homeowner out. But yeah, I think there's a lot of competition.
Nice. So this is, I guess, two questions in one. What's something that sets you apart from your competition?
I think one of the things that sets me apart, or a few things that set me apart, is our communication, the ability of actually relating to our clients, and it goes back to that fair pricing. We're not here to charge you an arm or leg for your painting project. We're here to charge you for what needs to be done, and I think that's one of the things that sets us apart. And then on top of that, we show up on time, which is amazing. And if there's anything that's going on, our communication is out of this world. Like if anything pops up, we'll let you know right away. Which is really, really nice. Another thing is, I think we just do a simple thing, which is just doing exactly what we say we're going to do. So we don't under-deliver, we don't over-deliver. We tell you, hey, this is what to expect, and that's what gets done. So yeah.
Nice. And then for anybody who is looking for a job, again, what sets you apart? Like, what's one thing that would draw my attention to work for Refined Painting?
I think since the beginning of our company, we've always invested into our team members, and that whether it's by taking them to conferences that helps them grow, whether it's investing into programs for us to have just systems in general, and then whether it's investing in your guys' personal growth. So one of the things that we do is we have a library here at Refined Painting. So if you guys or if you guys are curious about learning more and whatever it is that you do for at Refined Painting, we'll have books for you there for you to read and learn from others. And then on top of that, if there's any conferences or any events that might be going on where we feel like would be a really great learning lesson for you guys, we'll go ahead and fly you guys out for those events, since many of those are out of state. And on top of that, we invest into programs and systems to make your guys' life easier and our life easier. So what I'm getting at is we do a lot of investing here at Refined Painting to make sure that your job is done correctly and it's done efficiently, so that way you only have to focus on what you are required to do, if that makes sense. A lot of times when you work for a painting company or just like a small business, you have to wear so many hats that it becomes overwhelming. So having to work for a company that has systems in place that allows you to, you know, come in and do exactly what you need to do, it allows you to have a balance between your personal life and your work-life balance, which to me that's very important, since I have a little one, so I know how important it is to be off of work when you're off of work, and not working when you're not supposed to be working. So those are some of the things that we do at Refine Painting. And if anybody who's looking for a job, I'm assuming those are a few things that they would love to hear and know about our company.
Where are we heading right now then?
Right now we're heading to a small project. It's a front door. Nora reached out to us because we painted a door a few blocks away, and I told you guys in I think the first video where I always told myself that I would never reject a project for how small it is, no matter what the occasion was.
I don't think you've mentioned that. That might be a good topic to touch.
Yeah, so we don't have a base shop fee. And the reason why is because we have painters who sometimes have gaps. We have gaps in our schedule, so we need to fill them. So those small projects, if they can help keep our guys busy for an extra day or so, that's like, we truly appreciate it, and that's all we can ask for. So that's why we don't say no to small projects, and it's because we want to make sure that we're focusing and keeping our guys busy, even if it just helps us keep our guys busy for an extra day. So that's our beliefs here at Refine Painting.
Now back to where we are going, since we kind of got a little distracted. Where are we headed to now?
So we're going to be in Matthews Beach area. So it's a beautiful neighborhood. And yeah, we're going to be going ahead and restoring Nora's door. She had her exterior painted, I would say about 4 years ago, I think she had mentioned. And they just brushed her door. I mean, it looks hideous. And she has a door and an entrance on her home that's very noticeable from the street, and she has a beautiful color on her home. So we recommended coming out and giving her an estimate for her front door, and she liked the pricing, so we're going to go ahead and restore everything. We added Bondo where it should have been installed or put on before. We were going to sand the whole door, we're going to prime, we're going to paint, and it's going to look beautiful. And we said we're going to get a spray finish, so we're going to give her a spray finish on her front door. So when we are working on projects, we always 99% of the time, we make sure that all the painters that are on your projects are the same ones from the beginning to the end. And the reason why I believe that's very important is because some painters will notice certain things and obviously take care of them, and then if the second crew comes in and finishes the project, then they might not notice the same things that were done in the beginning. So we try to make sure that all the jobs that get done, that they get done by the same people from the beginning to the end, and it's just to make sure that we're able to deliver a nice quality product, and everything that needs to be fixed gets completely fixed. So those are one of the few things that I see happen in the painting industry, is you'll see some painters today, and then tomorrow there'll be different people that you don't even know. So it's very important to keep the same painters, and I think it's also for like for a client experience, it's very nice to see the same painters working on your project. So that way, obviously, if you have any questions, you're able to communicate with them. And then on top of that, you want to know who's at your home, who's working on your home, since you know they're going to be there for a week, 2 weeks. So that's one of the things that we focus on. And it might not be big to a lot of people, or an issue to many people, but for us it is an issue, because we want to make sure that you guys feel comfortable with our team being there and getting the job done. So yeah.
Do you guys paint a lot of fences?
We do paint a lot of fences. We stain more than we paint fences, just because we believe that solid stain is the best route to go if it is that you want to add some pigment onto your fence. And the reason why is because obviously you want to make sure that you're getting a long-lasting product on your home.